All right, real talk. If your problem is not being consistent, you probably clicked off this video at 0:07 already. Congrats, you're still here. Your problem is different. You want to do too many things, and you're not scared of work, you're scared of choosing, or you have way too many choices. Today, Paw's going to explain why multi-passionate overthinkers get paralyzed by choice, and how to turn your mini-niche brain into an actual advantage using psychology. Because the classic advice, pick one thing and go deep, might be trapping you even harder. That advice was built for a more stable world. Here's an uncomfortable truth. Most career advice you've heard since you were a kid was designed for an era that was way more stable than now. In psychology and learning science, there's a useful distinction: kind learning environment. You do the right thing, you see results quickly, you get better the more you do. Wicked learning environment. You do the right thing and you might not see results for months. You do the wrong thing and you might still get rewarded temporarily. A kind world is like a game with a clear tutorial. A wicked world is like a game where the developer updates the patch every week, nerfs your character without warning, and the meta changes non-stop. And you're sitting there blaming yourself like, why can't I go deep like everyone else? Bro, maybe you're not bad at depth. Maybe you're living in a world where one straight path isn't the only way to survive anymore. Think about it. In this hyper-connected era, can a truly skilled person always win against someone who's slightly less skilled but builds a stronger brand? To win now, people have to learn a ton of extra stuff. And you've seen it in real life. You start learning a skill, you're getting good. Then the trend shifts, the tool changes, the platform changes. And your brain goes, am I wasting my life? So you switch directions, and then you hate yourself for switching directions. Quick mirror check. Are you hating yourself because you don't fit advice written for a different world? The jack of all trades label is hurting you more than you think. Society loves specialists, and when you have multiple passions, you get slapped with labels that sting. Dilettante, not focused, all over the place, knows a little about everything, but nothing deeply. Barbara Sher had a term for this: scanners, people who don't run on one straight line, but multiple interests. And when you're forced to pick one label to package yourself, your brain starts panicking. You open LinkedIn, you look at job titles. Nothing fits perfectly. You can do many things, but each one feels like it's missing just a little bit for you to confidently claim it. So what do? You learn more, open another tab, save another course, bookmark another roadmap. And anxiety makes it harder to choose, harder to start, and way easier to doubt yourself. Mirror check. Are you trying to force yourself into being one person when you actually have multiple versions of you that all make sense? If this feels a little too accurate, yeah, subscribe. What you call scattered might actually be a rare skill: far transfer. In learning research, there's a concept called transfer. Near transfer. You learn something, apply it to something similar. Far transfer. You recognize deep patterns and apply them to a totally different field. Multi-passionate people carry a library of patterns. You learn design, you understand layout. You learn psychology, you understand behavior. You learn storytelling, you feel emotional rhythm. You learn tech, you understand systems. Then one day, a problem shows up that doesn't seem related, and you spot something other people miss. Ever learn something fast because it felt like, that thing I obsessed over in 2021? Yeah, that's pattern linking doing its job. So how do you escape that stuck feeling, Paw? Most people think they're stuck because they lack discipline or IQ, but often it's choice overload. Too many options push the brain into decision avoidance. Choosing A feels like killing B, C, and D in your head. Your brain experiences that like a real loss, so it freezes you to avoid losing anything. But staying frozen costs you something else: time and self-respect. So you need a strategy. These are personal opinions, but they work suspiciously well. Number 1, serial mastery. Choose one pillar for one season. You're not choosing for your whole life, you're choosing for a season. Pick your pillar by one rule: stability or energy. Pick your first pillar using 2 simple criteria: the one that creates stability, money/foundational skill, or the one you have the most energy for right now. Write down 2 candidates, then choose one. It doesn't need to be perfect, just correct enough to start. Number 2, use your job as an energy launchpad, not a cage. If your job drains you completely, your life shrinks. You need a base that's stable and low drain so you still have energy at night. Because your most valuable resource isn't time, it's mental energy. Number 3, external brain. Store ideas outside your head. If everything lives in your head, your mental desk gets overcrowded. You need a system, Notion, Obsidian, Notebook, anything. Every day, write 5 spark notes, 2 to 3 lines each. Tag them, connect one new idea to one old idea. Here's the magic. When you lose interest, you don't hate yourself. You just put it in the vault. 3 years later, you come back and the dots connect. Multi-passionate isn't a curse, it's a configuration. And every configuration needs the right system. One day you'll realize what makes you different isn't that you lack focus, it's that you see more connections than you ever dared to trust. Paw signing out. Stay sharp, stay weird.